Imagine telling someone something completely true. You stay calm, you're respectful, you even have evidence. But instead of listening, they interrupt you, raise their voice, make excuses, or somehow turn the conversation back onto you. Later, you think, why couldn't they just admit they were wrong? The answer is surprisingly simple because most arguments aren't about facts, they're about protection, not protecting the truth, protecting the person. Meet Mark. Mark is good at his job. One afternoon, his manager quietly says, "There's a mistake in this report." The words are calm. There's no shouting, no anger, just one sentence. But before Mark even thinks about the report, his brain hears something different. "You're not good enough." Within seconds, Mark starts explaining, blaming, justifying, interrupting. From the outside, it looks like he's arguing. Inside, he's defending something much bigger than a report. He's defending the person he believes himself to be. Imagine every person lives inside an invisible castle. Inside that castle are the things that matter most: their identity, their values, their reputation, their intelligence, their relationships, their pride. Most days, the gates stay open. People laugh, talk, share ideas. But the moment the brain believes something important is under attack, everything changes. The drawbridge rises, the gates close, the walls become thicker. That's what defensiveness looks like. Not anger, protection. Thousands of years ago, protecting your place within the group mattered. If people stopped trusting you, you could lose safety, status, belonging. Your brain still carries that ancient alarm system. Today, a sentence like, "I think you made a mistake," can activate a surprisingly similar response, not because your life is in danger, because your identity feels like it is. Here's something fascinating. People rarely react to the words you say. They react to the meaning their brain assigns to those words. You say that calculation is wrong. Their brain hears, "You're incompetent." You say, "Can we talk?" Their brain hears, "I'm about to be criticized." You say, "I disagree." Their brain hears, "I'm being rejected." The words stay the same. The translation changes everything. Imagine walking around wearing invisible armor. Every criticism hits the armor first. Sometimes it bounces off, sometimes it dents it, sometimes it feels like it's gone straight through. The thicker someone's armor, the harder it becomes to reach the person underneath because they spend all their energy protecting themselves instead of listening. Have you ever met someone who simply cannot admit they're wrong? It isn't always because they don't know. Sometimes admitting one mistake feels like tearing down the entire castle. If someone's identity depends on always being right, being wrong doesn't feel like learning. It feels like losing. And people will fight surprisingly hard to avoid feeling that loss. Imagine standing in front of a mirror. Every compliment makes the reflection clearer. Every criticism adds a crack. If someone secretly doubts themselves, even gentle feedback can feel like another crack appearing. People with the strongest reactions often aren't protecting confidence. They're protecting insecurity. The louder the defense, sometimes the deeper the fear. The natural reaction to defensiveness is to push harder, to prove your point, to present more evidence. But if someone's castle is already under attack, more arrows rarely help. Instead, help lower the drawbridge, ask questions, stay curious, separate the mistake from the person. because people are far more willing to change their behavior when they don't feel they have to defend their identity. The next time someone becomes defensive, pause before asking, why are they acting like this? Ask something different. What are they trying to protect? Maybe it's pride. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's years of feeling not good enough. Understanding that won't win every argument, but it might completely change the conversation. Every defensive reaction tells two stories. The visible story is the argument. The hidden story is the fear underneath it. When you begin looking for the fear instead of fighting the defense, you stop seeing difficult people and start seeing human beings trying to protect something that matters to them. Because behind almost every raised voice, closed mind, or stubborn opinion is an invisible castle quietly trying not to fall. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to How to Stick. Every week we uncover the hidden psychology behind the people around you, the choices they make, and the invisible forces that shape human behavior. One simple story at a time.